ski. Put me in, coach. Hey, what's the word, YouTube? It's your boy, Coach TDOT. And I'm back with another reaction video for y'all today, man. So today we're going to react to the best Larry Bird versus Cocky Instigator story ever told, man. Alright, let's see what Big Larry talking about. Without further ado, let's get it going, man. Larry Bird.
After being selected in the first round of the 1984 NBA draft, Kevin Willis played 21 seasons in the NBA, and standing at 7 feet tall, 245 pounds, he was an enforcer, an instigator, and sometimes an outright bully every year that he played.
Big Cam.
We just had Sally and Willis bang one another.
Damn.
Also, Willis popped
hey, fool.
Sally.
Hey.
Played.
Hey, he just stuck his ass. Look.
Willis bang one another.
Hey, Joe, when I say niggas back then didn't have no problem getting it going whenever, wherever, folks. Man, niggas stood on business back then, G. He finna smack the shit out of him right here, man. Look at this.
We just had
Man, nigga, boom, pushed him out. Man, get your stupid ass. Niggas ain't smacking niggas like that no more in the league, man. And I think that's the problem. Like, niggas not getting smacked enough, G. Like, he just smacked his ass just because he bowled him. Man, that shit crazy, folks.
And in Game 7 of the 1988 Eastern Conference semifinals, while playing for the Atlanta Hawks, he tried to bully his way through Larry Bird and the Boston Celtics.
It was a lot of banging. It was 2 referees at the time, so you could just go in and bang. They can't catch everything. You get busted in the mouth, you get elbowed in the chin, whatever it was, and sometimes you get caught, sometimes you don't.
There is blood on the right side of Dennis Johnson.
I did not know there was only 2 refs back then. Dude. That's some janky ass shit. That's some janky
but
shit.
That's how we played. That was the Eastern Conference, and I loved it. I welcomed it, and they taught me a lot. And so I knew what referee you can get away with stuff and what referees you can't do anything with.
Tommy, no love lost between Willis and McHale in this series.
It's been going on the whole series. A little contact here and there. You watch him right now. And here's some serious stuff going on as McHale held him. And then Willis just smacked him in the nose. And then back comes McHale.
Hey, this nigga Willis used to be bowing motherfuckers, G. And then McHale came back down on some whole shit.
Footprint in this game. You want to make a name for yourself. The physical part, that was great. Do it when you need it. But it's all mental. It was mental.
Unfortunately, Kevin Willis picked the wrong one to play mind games with, because at the end of the third quarter, with Larry Bird having a relatively quiet game up until that point, Kevin Willis did something to set Larry Bird off, and the ultimate instigator accidentally ignited one of the greatest fourth quarter performances of all time.
That fourth quarter, maybe the best fourth quarter as far as mano of all time.
In that series, Larry Bird and the Boston Celtics were facing
Damn!
team.
Hold on!
That series, Larry Bird
That's Dominique, fuck!
Oh, no! Hawks team in franchise history, led by the human highlight film Dominique Wilkins.
15 seconds. Here's Eddie Johnson.
Damn! Hey, Chad, that nigga Dominique just dumped the shit out of him. Hey, bro. Hey, I ain't even. Hey, let me know if I'm glazing right now, if I'm overdoing shit. Did he not just dump the dog shit out of them, Chad? Look at this.
Jazz history.
Look.
By the human highlight film Dominique Wilkins.
Look at this shit.
Seconds. Here's Eddie Johnson.
Hey, that nigga hit their ass with a double clutch, reverse, like, and dunked their ass, like, contact. Oh, I ain't never seen this.
And what a spectacular.
Hey, shorty, you just got your ass double clutch dunked
just
on.
Spectacular. The dunks.
Damn!
Explosions to the basket.
Hey, Dominique poking their ass, fool.
So we're playing. It's Neek's a rookie. He's coming in. The ball goes up. You know. I push C-Web. You know how you clear space. You get that rebound every day. You're not even worried about it. Because I push it and I go up to get it. And all of a sudden, man, there's just a force all over my shoulder. He grabs it. He dunks it. You know those short shorts? They were right here. I tell you right now. I mean, he threw that thing down, and I was like, oh my. And Larry has the classic line. Larry goes, Larry never got too excited. He goes, shoot, I better box that guy out, huh, Kev? I said, yeah.
Yeah, put a body nuts on the back of your head.
One of the craziest things ever. I'd never seen a guy that high in my life. He just threw it down.
Short shorts right here, huh, Kev?
Right here, baby. That was not, I still have nightmares about that, Smitty. Obviously.
When I was young in basketball camps, kids would always ask me, have you ever been dunked on? And I said, every game by my teammate, I don't know how many times I thought I was getting the offensive rebound, and then all of a sudden this guy is jumping over me.
Oh my gosh, blood. Bro, we gotta react to how good was Dominique Wilkins or something. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Dominique. This shit is ridiculous, man. He is poking their ass. Like, this is off the rebound, G.
He had this saying, a lot of people can go to the top floor, but very few people can go to the penthouse.
Yeah. That nigga.
But when the series began, Larry Bird set the tone in Game 1 by dropping 24 points in the first quarter.
Back to Larry, looking for three. He got it.
Yeah, 21 on the first. Okay, Larry, go back door.
Pushed by Wilkins, fall away.
Hey, Larry, I see it. Get it going on their ass.
24 in the first quarter, a new Garden record, the most points ever scored before in one quarter in a Boston Garden game.
Well, the whole series was crazy. Game 1 and 2, the Celtics won by like a combined 80 points. Like, they blew us out.
In a Boston Garden game.
Well, the whole series was crazy. Game 1 and 2, the Celtics won by like a combined 80 points. Like, they blew us out. I remember coming back for Game 3 to Atlanta, and the big article in Atlanta Journal was put a fork in them, we're done. And then we win Game 3 and then win Game 4. Go into Boston and win Game 5.
We won Game 5 in Boston. We was not supposed to win that game, the critics say. So we knew going to Game 6, I said, man, we could advance and we can beat these guys.
And then the last play in Game 6, I inbounded the ball to Cliff Livingston, and he was supposed to dribble handoff to either me or Dominique. Cliff looked at Dominique, and then Cliff went on his own and shot it. Cliff's right-handed. He shot a left-handed hook shot to end that game.
Look for Dominique Wilkins to
Hold on, let's see what's going to happen. This nigga just took off. Oh, no.
Livingston, no.
Shorty! Folks, that was not the play. That shit was not drawn up for you, man. Man, let's see this shit again. The nigga Doc Rivers said the play was supposed to be a dribble handoff.
Here we go.
Look, he passed to your big goof ass. First thing you think to do is put the ball down to try to get to the basket layup. Man, niggas can never follow instructions, man. Nigga, do the dribble handoff and let Doc Rivers come off and give some shit. Motherfuckers always trying to divert and do their own thing and shit, man. Stick to the play, man. And they ain't gonna smoke the layup, bro. Man, you niggas are nowadays,
we blew our
man.
opportunity, and at the end of the game, we drew up a play, and it turned into a broken play, and Cliff Livingston went to back to left hand running hook. I was mad. We blew our opportunity, and at the end of the game, we drew up a play, and it turned into a broken play, and Cliff Livingston went to back to left hand running hook. I was mad because the play was supposed to come to me, and I'm like, Woody, don't break the play, bro.
Yeah.
And so we ended up losing that game. And
we had won, and we was waiting to play the winner of Atlanta-Boston.
Yeah,
they beat y'all Game 6 in Atlanta. Dumars and I are on the phone because we watching the game and we taking notes. After y'all lost Game 6, Joe and I hung up. We said, all right, we playing Boston. because they ain't going to win in Boston.
Thanks, Dick.
And so I remember landing in Boston, and I remember this old lady at the airport, and I'm not exaggerating. She may have been 80. And she walks up to me, "Hey, Rivers, you thought you wasn't coming back, didn't you?" I will never forget that. I wish I knew who that lady was.
After the game, Barrett made a prediction. He said, Atlanta blew their opportunity. I'm guaranteeing a win in Boston.
Well, they had their chance. They had a big chance to beat us. I think now that we're going to come out and play like we did tonight, but we're going to be at home. And our shots are going to be dropping a little bit better, and we're going to be running a little bit faster. So I'd say Sunday's going to be a big win for the Celtics.
And we had to look at that, right? Big headline. So I remember we get to Boston, and we walk out of the locker room, and I stopped. I said, we going to win this bleep game. I said, if you ain't ready to fight, you ain't ready to go to war, don't come out here. I said, whoever guard me tonight going to have a long night.
That nigga just hit a bank shot.
I mean, every time I got to lane, there was Parrish, there was Dennis in the lanes, there was Kevin McHale. So I had to get creative. But I felt like in that game, no matter what they threw at me, it didn't matter.
The offense for the Hawks.
The way niggas, the way niggas played back in the day was so funny, G. I'm not even trolling right now. Like, first of all, niggas didn't even respect niggas' jump shots. So this nigga Kevin McHale is sitting behind the high school 3-point line, bro. That's how much they didn't respect this nigga Dominique Wilkins' shot. Look where he's standing at, man. This is no respect. And Dominique know that shit. But this is back then, so it ain't like he could just step in and pull that bitch like Steph or KD. He know damn well he can't shoot either. So that nigga, look, he take 2 hard-ass dribbles with the right and pull up on that nigga. Bang! That shit funny as hell, bro. Like, he hit him with no move or nothing, just rolls up. 2 dribbles, rolls up on that nigga. Look. Hey, they game's funny as hell, man.
And during the first 3 quarters, everyone could see that Larry Bird didn't look like his normal dominating self.
So Bird has not taken charge, and perhaps age and father time starting to tell. Bird cuts free. Rims out. Move in tightly on Johnson after he picks up his dribble. Against the double team, Bird is short again. Bird on the pull-up. Doesn't get the roll. So the superstar.
What's going on, man?
On his shoulders by guaranteeing a victory here for Boston in number 7, struggling in the opening period.
And when Kevin Willis saw a glimpse of weakness, he got way too cocky and decided that this was his chance to break Larry Bird's spirit.
Yeah.
But instead of breaking Larry's spirit, all he did was wake up a sleeping giant.
You know, Bill, I was that guy who wanted to be physical, the enforcer on the team and all that. And I had to sort of try to protect Dominique. And so when Willis Reed became assistant coach, he got in my ear. Willis Reed said, man, listen, the physicality is great, but it's the mental side of the game I want you to start focusing on.
Never forget this. Kevin Willis, we would come down the court in the 3rd quarter, and he reached over in Bird's chest.
So it was Kevin Willis, it was me and Larry. We run down the court, and Kevin reached across me and put his hands in Bird's chest. He reaches across me and puts his finger in Larry Bird's chest. Said, don't let this so-and-so score any more tonight. I said, don't let this so-and-so score no more tonight. I said, don't let this so-and-so score any more tonight. I'm like, don't let this son of a gun score anymore. Bird's eyes got this big. I looked at Kevin, what are you doing? And I looked at Kevin, I'm like, what the hell are you doing? You don't want to awaken a sleeping giant.
Oh, man. Hey, y'all know what this story remind me of, man? This remind me of that story where KG was on his teammate ass telling him to bust Mike ass. And then Mike ended up giving their ass 40. But in situations like this, G, like as a man, you got to step up to the challenge. You get what I'm saying? If you a real competitor and your homie told you, like, tap buddy on the chest, like, hey, don't let that nigga score no more. You was supposed to look at that nigga like, man, yeah, you right, fo. We own this ass. Y'all niggas back down, man. I want to hear the rest of the story, but I could already tell y'all niggas got scared from that shit. I could already tell. You talking about that nigga eyes got big and all this shit, man. Who cares? You bleed just like how he bleed. Nigga, you black. You was black back in the 80s playing basketball, G. You should have had the utmost confidence. Like, man, all right, we on his ass. Yeah. You got scared, G. You got scared, folks. Let's hear what they talking about.
12 points. Don't wake him up.
And I looked at Kevin. What you doing? Are you crazy?
Scared.
Hey, let him stay asleep.
Yes.
And he got hot. And coach said, Nick, go out there, stop him. I'm like, stop him? He hot now. Forget that. That's the only thing I can do is try to match him bucket for bucket. And it was a shootout in the fourth quarter. It came down to the last shot.
Not so good at it.
Bird gets it in low on the turnaround against Wilkins. Bird now
on
cuts free.
He on they ass now.
So they displayed in the early moments.
Y'all done woke him up, man. Y'all done woke him. See, Nick, folks, you should have told your homie to stay quiet then. Should have told your homie, shut your ass up if you ain't want to deal with the consequences, man. See, sometimes we just got to tell a nigga, shut up. Shut up. All right. My bad, Chad. My voice kind of gone a little bit. But just tell the nigga, shut up, man. You put me in a bad position talking shit to him. You ain't even got to guard the nigga. I'm the one out here got to guard and put my life on the line every possession down because you want to talk shit now. Now the nigga got 40, 50 points, man. Damn.
Bird started out 2 of 7.
Look, came out blinking their ass, man.
Larry Bird that night was, listen, he was unbelievable. And he was so clutch. Meek was just as clutch that night. It's just that Larry in the fourth quarter was unstoppable.
It's Larry Legend, man. Come on, man. Top 5. They got Al Green coaching on the team on the bench.
Said Bird had 20 of his 34 in the fourth quarter. Dominique had 17 of his 47 in the fourth quarter, and they were going bucket down the stretch.
They was going at it.
Larry was torturing him. Dominique was torturing me on when he had the ball.
This is a type of game of who's going to blink first.
Dominique cooking his ass.
What a game.
That fourth quarter, maybe the best fourth quarter as far as mano of all time.
Between the two of them.
Yeah.
It's Bird's turn. And the Celtics have the lead.
Oh, man. You know, it was crazy, too, because it's rare in a game you feel it.
Right.
That was one of the few games I was sitting there. This was a hell of a game right now. It was a hell of a game.
And what's even more impressive is that in those 1988 playoffs, Larry Bird had painful bone spurs in both feet that were so bad that he didn't even play the following season because he had to get surgery on both feet. And though Larry Bird played a few more seasons, this injury essentially ended Larry Bird's dominant career as we knew it because he was never the same again. Damn. However, on this night, with 2 bad feet, Larry Bird disregarded the pain and went shot for shot with one of the greatest scorers of all time, and once again proved why he's the toughest player in NBA history.
In '88, we were banged up a little bit. Matter of fact, the great story about this series is I remember before this big game against Dominique that Larry was out shooting, and I was out shooting early at one end of the court. Larry was down at the other end, and I noticed that Larry was down there like shooting left-handed jump hooks from like 12, 15 feet. Now, he made left-handed shots, but I saw him shooting right-handed jump hooks from 12 or 15 feet. And I went down there and go like, what are you doing? He goes, my Achilles tendons are killing me. My step back it won't work tonight. I need that jump hook. And he made something in that game. I mean, it's just unbelievable. That just tells you his confidence and tells you what kind of a player he was, just to have a game plan of what shots he was going to make that night.
That nigga said his Achilles was hurt.
Stays with it, and the foul is called.
That shit count?
Larry Bird.
Now watch Bird just get the ball and wheel into the defense.
Wow.
Bang, and lets it fly lefty.
Imagine playing still, your feet and Achilles is hurting, man.
To watch him just gut it out and just to will his body to even finish that game, let alone score 20 in the fourth quarter of a Game 7 is mind-boggling to me.
Man, he was doing a little bit of everything. I don't know really what he was doing in that fourth quarter, but the stuff that he was doing, it was unbelievable, man.
Hey, that shit was so magnificent for... Hey, that nigga say that fourth quarter was so magnificent what Larry was doing. He said he don't even remember or know what Larry was doing, folks. That shit was that amazing. He say, listen.
7 is mind-boggling to me.
Man, he was doing a little bit of everything. I don't know really what he was doing in that fourth quarter, but the stuff that he was doing, it was unbelievable.
He said, I don't even know what that nigga was doing, G. All I know is he was torturing my ass. That's basically what he just said, folks. He said, I don't remember what was going on, folks. That shit had me in a motherfucking... And all just Larry cooking his ass every time down, folks. Yeah, that should have had you in a trance, folks. So I'm telling y'all, bro.
He was throwing left-hand shots, running hooks. His game was at another level. We was trying to match each other's will. And so it was just a game who was going to hit first.
And it's Bird. And the duel continues. 42 for Wilkins, 30 for Bird. It's 112-107 Boston.
It was probably like 30, 40 seconds to go in the game. But I remember he said, you know, we both deserve to win, but somebody got to go home.
112-109, 47 seconds. Another defensive stop. A must here for the Hawks.
They knew who was going to get the ball. It's like Robert Parrish always said, 40,000 eyes on Larry Bird because they knew he was going to get the ball. And we knew it. Our opponents knew it. Now it's just up to them to stop it.
Johnson gets it into Bird, and Wilkins is there. Bird comes
Wow, where's the fucking help side? Look, hold on, bro. Hold on. Hold the phone, man. Hold on, man. Where's the help side defense, G? He clearly by himself on this island right here. Niggas could not shoot threes back then. So there's no reason you should be hugging your man. First off, Doc Rivers, you need to be ducking in. You need to strip that. Why you didn't have that? Doc, you supposed to have that still, man. Look at this. You supposed to be poking at that shit. Poking it. You should have stole that shit, man. And now look at these two niggas over here. What y'all waiting on? What are y'all two right here just sitting waiting on? The nigga to fall out the sky? Y'all waiting for Christmas or New Year's? Because both of them coming. Y'all both should have had y'all big goofy ass right here in the middle of the court ready to beat this shit off the glass, man. But no, instead, they goof asses gonna stay where they at. Look, just stay where they at. Y'all see the nigga diving to the basket. Man. You motherfuckers, man. You niggas is crazy, man. No help side turn. Just left the nigga Dominique hanging on the island. The nigga got 42 points right now. He gotta do everything. He gotta guard Larry, and he gotta go down there and score every time.
Telling you about Larry Bird, who followed
no help side. And then Dominique just quit on the play.
Guaranteed to win.
And that's the nigga that been talking shit this whole time. Nigga, he just laid up.
By losing number 6. Larry Bird started the game.
They might as well forget it. They ain't got no chance. They had no chance to do that.
Showing you why he's a future Hall of Famer. 20 points this quarter. He is 9 of 10 in this period. He has hit his last 6 field goals. And as far as Larry Bird is concerned, it's Detroit. Here we come. The miss, and that's it. Boston 118, Atlanta 116.
I mean, that was one of the greatest performances I've seen from a guy in those circumstances. Because you're talking about 7th game in the playoffs. To carry his team the way he did in that fourth quarter, man, to his credit, man, he took the Celtics and put them on his back. And pretty much that was it.
This Friday.
Alright, man. It's the end of the video. Oh boy, tapped Larry Bird chest, said, hey, don't let him score no more. Whatever he told him. Man, that shit must have activated Larry to another level, G. Larry took off, started going crazy on their ass, man. You feel me? It wasn't, Dominique didn't have enough in the tank for him. Dominique just couldn't simply hang. Just simply couldn't hang with Larry, man. Larry was on a whole nother level, you feel me? Nigga had 20 points in the fourth quarter, G. Come on, there ain't too many out here doing that, man. That's real Mike, KD, Steph type shit, man. Kobe, you know? So, but hey, man, I just learned the interesting story. You know, I really ain't know Dominique was coming like that back then. Maybe we got to react to some Dominique highlights, man, or something. That nigga was just overly dunking that motherfucker, chat. You feel me? So, but this the end of the video. Alright? Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. It's your boy Coach TDOT, man. I'm up at it. I love y'all.